Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to what for me is a very, very big milestone. So today marks 1 year of being on Mounjaro and working towards a better, healthier me. And well, this is what this video is all about. So stay tuned, see what the transformation has been like, how much weight have I lost in total in those 52 weeks, and what I've got planned for the future. Welcome back everyone. Thank you so much to everyone who's subscribed so far. So this one is a very special point in my path to healthiness. I've made it to 52 weeks, 1 full year. I've never been able to stay on a diet for this long. And I don't actually see Mounjaro as being a diet in itself. It's more about a lifestyle change. I think that's what everyone is talking about. So here we are 1 year later, and I'm blown away with how things have changed. I started this journey because I knew that I had to take a group of school students over to Germany on a Ryanair flight. And there was no way in hell a year ago I was fitting on a seat in a Ryanair plane going to Germany for 2 hours. So that was really one of my big motivators in terms of losing some of the weight, to make sure that I wasn't going to be showing up in front of those kids. And there's going to be a range of pictures popping up on the screen now in terms of what I was looking like. These range for about the time I started taking Mounjaro for about a couple of years previous. I have always been a larger guy, but it gets to the point where you have blinkers on and you don't realise in terms of just how big you are getting. You end up buying new clothes and you don't think twice about it, and then suddenly you start walking around, your back hurts more, your shins start to hurt, and you can only walk a couple of 100 metres. I mean, this is where I got to, but I was just ignoring it, and then it just clicked. I had to do something. And I toyed with weight loss surgery, and I toyed with going back to Slimming World or doing Weight Watchers. And just by chance, an advert came up on one of my feeds that was talking about Mounjaro. And like any diet, I was like, I'll give it 3 months. And if it doesn't work, I haven't lost anything. I've been able to do diets and slimming programs for 2-3 months and then crash out and then put it all back on and then some more. And I think there's lots of us that can understand that process of yo-yo dieting effectively. But, as from these pictures that you can see that I've put up, whichever side is going to go on, I wasn't healthy at all. At all. I was struggling. When I started Mounjaro, I was at a 64-inch waist. And it kills me to think about that I let myself get that big. Anyway, fast forward, and today I've just weighed in for my 52nd time. And last week I weighed in at 258 pounds. Remember, I round up to the nearest pound. I don't try and work in points. So I weighed in at 258. And this week I've weighed in at 254.2. So rounded up 255, it's another £3 loss. That brings my total loss on Mounjaro to £174 from my heaviest weight, which was 31 stone 7. It brings my loss to £186. I mean, these numbers are comparable to weight loss surgery, to bariatric surgery. And yet, I've not had anything removed. I've not had invasive surgery. In terms of percentages, 20%, I've smashed that target in terms of what Eli Lilly's saying, in terms of what Mounjaro can do. 22% to 24%. Blown it away. I'm sitting at 40.5% from my starting weight in terms of what I've lost. I'm nearly half the man I was, and that is unbelievable in terms of where I'm at. 13 stone, 4 pounds lost in 1 year. And there are some repercussions of losing that much weight so fast. I do have loose skin. And I knew I was going to have it, and ultimately, it's a badge of honour, isn't it? It's one of those that I was this weight, I've now managed to get down, and I've still got more to lose. I'm still obese according to the BMI scale. But starting at 59 on the BMI, and I'm now down to 35.2 or something. It's amazing. It really is amazing in terms of how I feel in myself. If you've got this far, you might have seen the introduction bit and then a video of all my transformation face pictures from my starting weight to where I am now. My neck has got so much more slimmer. I've got a shape to my face. Yes, they're only face pictures, but there is change there. And getting compliments all the time at work is just such a big motivator. For a man, it's typical just to brush it all off and go, no, I'm not doing anything. And I used to hide the fact that I was losing weight, because A, I was ashamed of how big I was, and B, because of the way I was doing it. And actually, 6-7 weeks into the journey, I was like, Mounjaro, these GLP-1s have saved my life. I should be shouting from the rooftop. And I couldn't wait to tell people anymore what I was doing differently, how I was able to lose so much weight. And I know not everyone's the same, but people were blown away to the point where 3 others at my workplace now have signed up to take in Mounjaro, and they're losing amazing amounts of weight as well. We are in a new age of medicine, and being obese is not a life sentence anymore. My older brother, is contemplating going and having weight loss surgery. I tried so hard to say, look, try these injections. He's type 2 diabetic. He would get it through the diabetic nurse. And he's like, no. His words were, I need a quick fix. I don't think anything about weight loss surgery or Mounjaro is a quick fix at all. And actually, I'd like it that way. Because this last year, I've been able to fine-tune the foods that I'm eating, enjoy the foods that I'm eating, and explore new ways to live a healthier lifestyle. Up until a couple of weeks ago when I got my really bad gout attack, I was starting to run on the machine every other day. I go out for walks. I'm hitting my 8, 9, 10,000 steps a day mark. These are things I would never have done a year ago. I'm taking myself off to go and look around different places. English Heritage and National Trust memberships I've had for years. And it's only in the last 8 months that I've actively been using them and forcing myself to go out every week and enjoying the places I'm going to. And walking around and spending the day outside or in a stately home and just walk. Walking isn't exercise, it should be something that you do to enjoy. So yeah, my 1 year anniversary, 40% of me is gone from where I was a year ago. It's absolutely crazy. And there's still more to go. Still more. I'm currently sitting at 254.2. I think that's around 18 stone 3. 18 stone 3. I want another. Well, if you look at my video, I'll put a video up here of my weight losses. I want another 24 pounds off. That's 2 stone, ideally in 16 weeks. For me, I've never been this weight as an adult. And that's the crazy thing. I'm struggling a little bit in terms of seeing myself as a smaller person. Like I said, when I started this journey, I was a 64-inch waist. I'm now down to a 44. I started this with a size 24 collar shirt. I'm now down to an 18.5, 18. My suit jackets were a 62 and a 64 chest waist. Chest. I'm now down to 50s and 48s. I started wearing 6 or 7 XL t-shirts. I'm down to XL, 2XL, depending on where you buy them from, because we all know cuts are different. But I do not ever remember buying clothes this small. And so body dysmorphia is a real thing, isn't it? It's one of those where I still see myself as the big guy that I was a year ago. And getting my head around when I walk past a mirror and seeing someone in the mirror that isn't the person that I think I should be. So working on this psychological aspect, this mental aspect of who am I, is my big journey next. I've nailed the food. I've started to build up the exercise and the strength training, but it's who am I? It's creating this new identity for a healthier, smaller Steve. And that's going to be the next milestone. So, if you're interested in following, seeing what happens next, seeing where we're likely to go, hit that subscribe button, hit the like, put some questions, comments, whatever you want to down below. I'll reply to all of them that come in. But thank you again for tuning in to this, what is an amazing time in my life. I'm only 8 weeks away to my 36th birthday. I had set a goal of being 245 pounds. It's 10 pounds in 8 weeks. Oh. My weight loss is going to slow significantly. Absolutely is. But I think I can hit that. Anyway, stay tuned. More to come next week.